Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to It's Evil. I'm Meosha, your host. This radio series tells genuine crime stories involving real individuals. Simply things that we cannot explain. I usually say the creepiest crimes happens in small towns. Who knows, maybe it's because there's so many hidden secrets. In this season, we have 10 real terrifying episodes. Before we begin, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Gore Culture, your go-to source for newest horror movies, thrillers, sci-fi, and more. And my production company, M.V.B Films Productions, for making this episode possible. Welcome to It's Evil, Real Atlanta Cases. The family of a murdered Clark Atlanta student is outraged after receiving notice that one of her accused killers may receive bond. Baron Brantley is charged with murder in connection with the 2019 death of 21-year-old Alexis Crawford. Crawford's body was found in a DeKalb County park along Columbia Drive on Nov 8, 1 week after her family reported her missing. Days later, police charged Crawford's friend and roommate, Jordan Jones, and Brantley, who was Jones' boyfriend, with the woman's murder. In court documents, authorities say that Crawford and Jones got into a physical fight at their off-campus apartment on McDaniel Street Southwest. Police think Brantley got involved in the fight and, according to the documents, choked Crawford with his hands until she stopped breathing. A second arrest warrant accuses Jones of smothering Crawford with a black trash bag until she stopped breathing and died. Police believe afterward Jones and Brantley put Crawford's body in a plastic bin and took her to a wooded area in the park where she was found.
He admitted to choking Miss Crawford. And while he was choking Miss Crawford, Jordan Jones put a plastic bag over her head.
Her family decided to inform the police about her going off-grid, and she was declared missing on November 1st. Atlanta police began an investigation. In the days that followed, Alexis's family had pleaded for her safe return.
Oh, baby, I love you, baby. Just come home. Come home, baby. Just come home. I love you. Just come home. I'm not gonna leave until you get home.
I just want to say to the city of Atlanta, can you just please help me find my baby sister? And Alexis, we love you. If you out there, you're looking at this, give us a call. We right here with you, okay?
Well, I just want to say this is like a very hard time for our family. And if Lexi, she's watching, I just want you to know you always been my role model. You're my strength, my aspirations in life. And I just want you to come home and be safe. And I hope God's walking with you. And please prevent any evil that comes her way. And we're here for you. I love you, Alexis, and miss you.
She's a beautiful girl. She's a beautiful, fun-loving little girl. She loves her sisters and she loves her brothers. She loves all her nieces and her nephews. And we miss her so much. She's the type of girl that she see you when you come in the house, the first thing she can do is sit on your lap, give you a hug. That's just how Alexis was. She's a sweet girl, a very sweet girl.
Jones was an active part of the murder of Missy. Crawford helped clean the apartment and helped stuff Crawford into a large Rubbermaid bin used for storage or packing things. They put the bin in a vehicle and left her body in the bin in Exchange Park. Fulton County Deputy District Attorney Adam Abbott told a judge during a hearing in 2019. After the death or murder of Miss Crawford, Jones continued to text Ems. Crawford's phone, knowing that her and the defendant had turned the phone off, asking Ms. Crawford where she was worried.
And disturbing new details tonight about the murder of a local college student. Alexis Crawford was a senior at Clark Atlanta University who was scheduled to graduate this school year. Tonight, we know now what led to her murder, allegedly at the hands of her own roommate and her roommate's boyfriend.
Fox 5's Angelique Proctor has been combing through documents all day and joins us now live with the story. Angelique?
Well, Tom and Marissa, we now know that Alexis Crawford and her roommate Jordan Jones actually got into a physical fight on Halloween. It is a fight that Jones's boyfriend has told Atlanta police he too joined in. Documents released by Fulton County Superior Court begin to answer the question of how Clark Atlanta University student Alexis Crawford was killed. Alexis told Atlanta police when she filed her sexual assault report October 27th that she, her roommate Jordan Jones, and Jones's boyfriend Baron Brantley had all been drinking at the apartment the two seniors shared at Heritage Station in Southwest Atlanta. One thing led to another, and Alexis and Baron ended up in a locked bathroom together. When Alexis came to, she questioned what had happened and even went to Grady Hospital to have a rape kit done. 4 days later, the roommates, whose relationship had soured, according to family spokesperson Reverend Markel Hutchins, got into a physical fight. The documents indicate both suspects strangled Crawford during that fight. An arrest warrant for Brantley indicated he got involved in the fight and, according to police, choked the victim with his hands until she was deceased. The warrant for Jones's arrest says she smothered the victim with a black trash bag until Crawford stopped breathing. Then Atlanta police say the couple placed Crawford's body in a plastic bin and transported her to Exchange Park here in DeKalb County, where they dumped her body in a secluded wooden area. The document indicates on November 8th, Brantley admitted what he did and was arrested. Officers arrested Jones the following day. Atlanta Police Chief Erica Shields had the difficult task of sharing the heartbreaking news with the public.
The case has come to one of the saddest conclusions possible and has been absolutely heartbreaking.
Court records show Brantley is expected to head before a Fulton County judge for a bond hearing Friday. The hearing has now been postponed until later in March. In response to the news, Crawford's mother, Tammy Crawford, released a statement saying that granting the man bond would be a slap in the face to her family and essentially spit on Alexis's grace. When I learned that Baron was seeking a bond again, I knew we had to speak up and out because the monsters that murdered Alexis should not ever get out of jail. Under any circumstances, I cannot imagine a judge finding it just or safe to grant Baron the freedom to walk around and be with his family while Alexis lies in a lonely grave. Crawford wrote in a statement, "Both Jones and Brantley have pleaded not guilty to charges of murder, aggravated assault, false imprisonment, and concealing a death."
Yeah, Jeff, Alexis Crawford had accused Baron Brantley of sexually assaulting her just 4 days before she was killed. His DNA was found in the rape kit, even though Jordan Jones, his girlfriend and Crawford's roommate, told Crawford's parents that it wasn't. That's just some of the shocking details we're learning today. October 26, it was homecoming weekend when detectives say Alexis Crawford, her roommate Jordan Jones, and Jones' boyfriend Baron Brantley went out drinking. Lead detective Michael Young testified that Jones said she went to lie down after they got home, and when she woke up, she told investigators she went looking for her boyfriend. She said the bathroom door was locked, and when she knocked on the door, Brantley then came out immediately saying he had not raped Crawford. The roommate told police Crawford was unconscious on the floor, and Brantley took off in her car. Police say Jones called 911 to report that her boyfriend had stolen her car, and also told them Crawford had told her that Brantley had sexually assaulted her. According to Atlanta police, Crawford at first refused to talk to the officer, but 15 minutes later, police were called back to the apartment and Crawford filed a sexual assault report. The next day, October 27th, Crawford went to the hospital to get a rape kit. That same day, Brantley told police Jones snuck him back into the apartment she shared with Crawford. He hid in Jones' room until October 30th. Crawford never knew her alleged attacker was just feet away for 4 days.
Baron was seen walking into the court like he was there for a battery case. He showed no sign of remorse. Alexis' family could not believe Jordan could do something of this nature to them. It was so hard for them to process it. They could not believe this person did this to them.
During today's virtual hearing, Crawford's mother and father pleaded with the judge to not issue a bond for Jones, with the mother's tearful plea saying her daughter's killing
was senseless.
Hold on to your kids. Love them. Talk to them. Appreciate them and listening to them. Don't stop listening to your kids.
We'll see you next time on It's Evil, Real Atlanta Cases. Good night.